Good morning, ladies. Oh, yeah. You got a boogie. You got a boogie right there. Are you ready?
Yep.
For the last day of kern harvest.
You know what that means? There's a treat at the end.
What is it?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
So we'll go combine some corn right after I plug the roast crock pot in. Let's shake some freight. Pepper lip, you don't look too good. This truck's had quite the battle this year. Lost this mud flap. That one over there. This one's getting pretty dang wore. What the heck is that thing? If that's a raccoon, that's a big raccoon. Hey, buddy. We ain't done with harvest yet, alright? Get out of here. Hey, let's go. Yep. Come on, man. Yep, get up out of there. You don't want to run through that there combine too bad, I can tell you that much. That's a good boy. Don't break stuff. That's the last day.
You don't break stuff.
I don't. That's correct. I think we started a little early. It's almost 10, but we keep plugging rows. The slip clutches are clutching. I think the plants are a little damp and just not running through like they should. There's also a little downed corn in there, so it's hanging weird and it gets wrapped up a little easier. He just picked up and left. Where are you going? I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. I guess he didn't like that corn and wanted to go to that corn. Another pluggage. This last day of kern harvest is not going swimmingly. Gonna have a bunch of burnt out clutches by the end of the day. Get this other truck to the west side of the field so I don't have to drive across half mile of bumpy corn stalks. Riding with Jeff to go get that other truck. I think he's peppy today. Excited it's the last day. It wears on you. All of a sudden I look up and it's about to overflow. Must have hit a patch of that 300 bushel corn. I wasn't ready for that. I'm just watching Theo Vaughn on TikTok. Funny guy. That's gonna finish that path. Then we're gonna run to Storla and grab some food. Bev is making, I think, barbecue sandwiches for lunch today. A little bit of a home cooked meal. We haven't had an update on Storla Station for a while. Of course, we got the sandwiches, we got the vaccines, we got the little play set for Brian when he's bored. We got Bev tidying up, all nervous because she's gonna be on camera. And Bev made lunch today. We got barbecue and some chili, oils, dog food. Actually, Dad, we need some dog food in the next couple days. All sorts of vet supplies. We got pour, tags, different vitamins, and
I got the
good gracious, get a hold of yourselves.
That's mine.
No, it's
I got it for my birthday.
I got it first. Girls first.
Fair.
We gotta get out of here.
You broke the wheel.
It feels like home in here. Storla Station t-shirts. So come see Bev
Yep,
if you're in the area.
that's right.
You need a semi-tire fix. She's the girl.
Yeah, right.
See you, Bev.
Okay, thank you.
Due to the overwhelming response of people that said I liked the Brian in last week's comments, Cole handed me the camera again today and let me talk for a while. Maybe he's starting to complain less about me rambling on so much when he realizes that people like me. I don't know. Hey, before I forget, today's song of the day is Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb. Comfortably Numb. David Gilmour's solos in that. Woo, man, that guy can sing. He don't look like he should have a voice like that. He looks like he should be a farmer, but he's good. And he can play the guitar too. That's all I got to say about that. Last field. Tomorrow I have silage cutters coming. I probably told you that in the last video. I think Tiffany's coming out to the farm. Jeff's going to start hauling cornstalk bales, get his out of the field, and then bring me a load while I'm cutting, and then I'm going to take over after that. It's supposed to rain on Wednesday. Could be a fair amount, like they're talking maybe even 1.5 inches. And then next week, after the rain event is over, I told the guys I want to start weaning calves. This is where I grew up. It's where Jeff lives, where my dad was born, actually, on this quarter. Not in the house that Jeff lives in. When I was a kid, there used to be a smaller house that we actually had. We had sheep in it. They'd run in and out, kind of like a chicken. You know how chickens did, going in and out. But this was an old house, and when I talk on this thing, I can't get to the right row as usual, and I didn't hit my auto steer button, so I'm gonna get this going here. Oh, no, Mr. O. Cole gets a video, and I take longer combining because my hands are full. I don't know if you can see Jeff's farm out in the distance there. A couple machine sheds, calving barn, the house, and then off to the south where that white hog building is, next to the big feedlot. That's where the old house sat that my dad was actually born in. Later on, Grandpa bought a different quarter, had a little better house on it, and they moved over there. Didn't have a good house here until Dad moved that in when he got back from the Army. It came from over by Letcher. My phone's ringing. Talk to you later. We got a special closing for you today, an outro, so stay tuned for that.
The bin we're dumping into is going to be full here soon, so Jeff's going to actually take that to Poet Biorefining, the ethanol plant. We do have another bin over here that we can put corn into, but we're going to get like just a couple loads in, and then we got to clean it out. So it'll be easier just to take some loads to town. So it might take Jeff a little bit longer getting back, especially if there's a long line over at the ethanol plant. This will be load 20 in that bin, and last year we only fit 19 in there. So I'm gonna have to, I gotta dump it because Jeff's not back. Just have to try not to run it over. If Jeff has that remote for the swingway, there's no way I'm gonna be able to swing that out. Well, there is a way. It just sucks. Yeah. He's a thinking man. I think it'll all fit. Got back right as Jeff was getting back. Grain cart's full, Dad's full. Everything's getting full. A good problem to have. Cool off in the shade a little bit. That's nice. Pluggage. There's a deer. There's a small sucker. Just a little Bambi. We're about half full. Truck's full. 1 round left. Down and back, and that will be the end of harvest. We have heard it before where, I think it might have been one of our neighbors actually, they went to go plant a field in the spring and they had to turn around and come back with the combine because they forgot it the previous fall. I don't think we're forgetting anything, but I suppose neither were they. Alright, soak it in everybody. That's the last pass of 2021. And then we're retiring. And just like last year, catching a bunch of weeds and plugging that outside row. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Woo! Ew. Time for the extravagant ending.
If you remember last year, we brought you along for the tradition of throwing the hat through the combine. And last year's winner selection was Dakota Crop Insurance, Alexandria, South Dakota. After 2015 and 2019, I had a lot of damage. And last year I was so happy that I didn't have any damage in 2020 and I didn't need no stinking crop insurance. This year, after long and hard consideration, the winner of getting the ceremonial hat through the combine is Canadips. It is high honor. Thought, like I said, a lot about it, and they've been a good supporter of our channel. They put the stuff in the pouch, they put it in there. It tastes good, makes the knee feel better. I'm going to ramp things up a little bit because, you know, we're going to start doing cattle soon, weaning and that. Brought the Sonne Farms slappy along. I'm going to put the cap on the slappy. I'm going to projectile it into the combine. Cole's going to run it through, and then we'll go to the other side and I'll put it back on. Oh, now I understand something, Cole. When you go to some of these sporting goods stores and they got the little chewing on the bill to make it look broken in a little bit. Get out of here, fly. I know how they do it. They run through the combine.
I see.
So there we go.
Throwing the hat in.
This year's winner, and we threw the hat in because we're done with harvest. That's all I got to say about that, except that.
You packed her full. Dual wheeled. I got dust everywhere. You tossed me halfway up with your big strong arms that helped me out.
I used to be able to.
Sometime in the next week we'll get that pushed back. Our fertilizer spreader's also in there. We'll have to pull that out, because we got fertilizing to do. We fertilize our corn stalks on top of our corn stalks in the fall. One less thing we got to deal with in the spring. You'd think the guy would want to take a break, but nope, it's time to haul bales. And we got one more job for the day. Now that harvest is done, we do have a little fun around here. So what I'm doing is, this is a cornfield. I got a half-mile drive to our Deere stand. When we're trying to sneak up here, those corn stalks standing up, hitting on the bottom of the pickup can scare them away. So I'm just making a pass down and back, chew up them corn stalks a bit so we're a little more stealthy. And I'm getting that done now because tomorrow we're chopping silage and I'm gonna be packing the pit with that tractor, so we have to obviously unhook the tillage machine. So I was like, well, while it's hooked up, we'll just get that done quick. Oh man, it ain't usually pleasant. And there it is. So we'll be hunting deer in about a month. Whew, that's gonna be it. Harvest is over. Don't think at all we're slowing down. We got weaning, fertilizing, manure to haul. I don't know if Dad knows we're doing that yet. And tomorrow we're doing silage. And I'm sure there's a bunch of things I'm forgetting, but thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed harvest season, and I hope you stay because we got a lot going on. That's some next level stuff.